Welcome everyone to TaliaTalksPodCast. I am your host, Talia Majdalawi. I hope you're all doing well and ready to take in this energy to leave with growth and inspired thoughts. I hope you're all ready to take in today's energy. Today's episode, we are going to just be talking about following our inner voice, following our gut, following our intuition. I know we've heard that over and over and over and over again. And sometimes we're just like, what does that even mean? Like, I'm so confused. I don't know whether to follow this voice or to follow that voice. I have no idea. Someone help me. And we turn to family, we turn to friends, we even turn to strangers to try to understand what our inner voice is trying to tell us. And believe it or not, that inner voice is for no one else but you to follow. And that's where conflict comes into play. And we start second guessing, we start doubting, we start thinking like, okay, I need to do what Charles told me to do. I need to do what Rebecca told me to do. I need to do what, whoever told me to do. And it's like, at the end of the day, that's why we have that inner voice. So how do we follow that inner voice? What are the signs that we look for to know what our inner voice is trying to tell us? And to be honest with you, I got the right answer for you. And it's, we're going to miss signs from our inner voice. We're going to miss those moments that tell us this is not for you or this is for you. Now, our intuition is something so deep, so strong that sometimes it's almost impossible to grasp what it is exactly that the universe is trying to tell us in that very moment. And that's why it's important to believe and just follow divine guidance and divine timing. And what do I mean by divine guidance? Divine guidance is believing in a higher power. And whenever we talk Jesus, whenever we talk the Bible, whenever we talk Quran, or we talk about a holy book or spirituality, people run away from it. People shy away from it, and that's not what you need to do. You need to follow something higher, bigger than yourself, in order to connect to that inner voice. Because that inner voice, people, I'm going to tell you, that's the Holy Spirit. Whether you want to believe it or not, that is the Holy Spirit, and I can testify to that. I can. And without divine guidance, that inner voice is never going to be reciprocated. You're never going to be able to take that in and say, okay, I'm going to go with you, voice. Or no, I'm not going to go with you, voice. You follow what I'm saying? Like, you need to have faith in that gut feeling. I'm going to give you an example. You meet somebody. You ever meet somebody and you're like, I don't know, it's something about this person. And you give them a shot. And then that person does some crazy, shady shit. And you're like, I knew it. I knew it all along. And I'm talking about love. I'm talking about friendship. Like, if you would have just followed that inner gut, that feeling from the very beginning, you wouldn't have even had this encounter to begin with this negative toxic person or negative toxic situation. So connecting divine guidance and divine timing is so important, because that's the only way we're going to have these answers revealed to us. Revelation. Here we go. Revelation. I'm going to give you the definition. An act of revealing or communicating divine truth. Something that is revealed by God to humans. An act of revealing to view or making known. Something that is revealed. Revelation, guys. ladies and gentlemen. So revelation, right? So this is revealed to us by the divine, God, Allah. What do you believe in? Something bigger. If we do not follow that inner voice, that inner calling, we're not gonna go far. We're not gonna live to our full potential. We're gonna live with regret. That's what we're gonna do. If your heart and your gut is telling you to go for something and you're like, damn, nah, I don't know, because, I don't know, I'm just scared. Fear. God, I could sit here and talk all day about fear. The fear. Or giving people the benefit of the doubt. Putting yourself out there and deep down that you should have never gave this person a shot. So you're in between crossroads. You're in a crossroad. You're stuck. You're stuck. And these are the trials and errors that human beings, the human mind, go through on a day-to-day. Because your inner voice is telling you, go for it. This is the love of your life. This is the career of your life. This is an evil person that you should not encounter with. Your inner voice is telling you all you need to know. The divine is telling you all you need to know, because that's how divine communicates with you. That's how God communicates with you. He communicates with you through spirit, through your heart, through your emotions, through your feelings. Why were we given these feelings for if that's not the case? You feel what I'm saying? Whatever feeling you have in your mind, in the back of your mind, that's the feeling that is right. Even if it seems wrong to 1 million people in front of you. Whatever it is that you feel you need to do in this life to fulfill your destiny, your purpose, your journey, your life, that's what you need to go with. It could be the craziest thing in this world. But you can't do that. You can't do that if you don't have faith in the divine, faith in something bigger than you. You can't do that. And don't get me wrong, you have reckless people that are like, I'm going to do whatever it is that I want, and have no kind of faith in the divine God or in the divine spirit, whatever it is that you believe in. And they go for it. That's reckless. That is reckless. I'm not saying to be reckless. I'm saying to protect your energy, protect your heart, protect your thoughts, protect your mind, and do what it is that really moves you, that really fulfills your soul. Now be conscious of the people around you. You can't hurt the people around you by doing and making reckless decisions, right? Because it's important to get the opinion and the support of your family members, people that are close to you. That's important. But you have to be honest. And you have to be honest. You have to face the truth. You have to face reality. You have to face your emotions and your feelings. And that's how we follow our gut, by facing things. Because let me tell you something. If we could read each other's minds, we wouldn't need to follow our guts, because we would know what the other person's thinking. We would know what the other person wants, and who cares, right? We have our conscious mind and we have our subconscious mind. And that subconscious mind is up 24/7. 24/7. But we put it on the back burner. It's like we ignore it. That subconscious mind is awake when we're asleep. And it's like, that's really what you got to follow. You got to follow the things that move you, that elevate you, the things that give you a high, a fire flame that lights you up. Every time I'm talking to somebody and they're like, man, I really want to do this project. Man, I really want to launch a podcast, or I really, really love this person, but their father won't accept me, or their religion is this, or whatever the case may be. You only have one life. You have one life to live. One life to live. You can live it following your social norms, following what society wants you to do, or you can live it knowing that when it's the end of the road, you can say, I lived it because I followed my intuition. I followed my truth. I followed what I felt and what I believed in. And I pursued and I moved forward. Think about that. Think about that. Think about the people around you. Think about that. Now, don't get me wrong. When we think of intuition in our gut, right? We think about the future. Every decision that we make, every single little decision that we make determines where we're going to go and where we're going to be, right? But if you believe in divine guidance and you believe that, you know what, I'm going to make this decision. That's it. My gut is telling me to make this decision. I'm going to make it. If you believe in divine guidance, that is all you need. Following your gut is scary. Following your intuition is very scary. But let me tell you something. It's divinely guided. Every single human being, every person, mortal on earth, walking, has divine guidance. It's waking that inner voice up and truly believing in that inner voice and making whatever it is that you believe in, whatever it is that you feel, come to life. Believe in your intuition. Believe in that. You ever watch those movies that, Lion King and Disney movies, or, old school childhood movies that really you're like, oh, it is the circle of life. Wow, that's really what I'm going through. What do you think? These storytellers have not experienced, miracles? Miracles are real. Miracles do happen. If you believe in miracles and you believe in yourself, you could really make a happy place for yourself. But you got to make the decisions that scare you. And say, you know what? If I make this decision, I'm divinely guided. I'm divinely guided. And in time, the divine will reveal to me, right? We said revelation, why I had to follow my intuition and why I had to follow my gut. Everything is revealed. Nothing is by mistake. I don't believe in that. Nothing's by mistake. You're going to tell me I'm over here, I'm living, I'm struggling, I'm doing this, that, and that, and that, and that. We're on 100 all the time. Stressed out, we got to go to work, blah, blah, blah. Your happiness lasts. You go out for a nice drink, you go out for a nice dinner. How long does that last? You're on a constant struggle with your emotions, with your schedule, to tell me that things are not by accident or that your life is not divinely guided. You make your choices 100%. You make your choices, but you can make choices for people that are around you and for circumstances that are going to benefit the third party. Or you're going to make decisions because you followed your heart, because you followed that gut feeling, because you followed your intuition. And you thought, this is for me. This is for me. And don't get me wrong. Sometimes we need to just close our eyes, let light come into your third eye, into your heart chakra, and just say, divine, God, Dios, Allah, whatever you believe in, take control of these feelings and guide me. And I guarantee you that inner voice will speak out and you would make the right decisions for your life. I love you all. God bless you. Until the next episode. Over and out.